what's up? It's Kathy, and I'm back with another process video. Sorry, and this one is for Scrap Lift Sunday over at Paper Issues, and So if you go over to the Paper Issues blog or Friends and Fans Facebook page, you can see the original layout that we are scrap lifting, which is a layout from one of the other design team members, and it was really cute. And I felt I just kind of needed to do this one, just to kind of challenge myself, because it actually is in a kind of a similar style to something I've done recently with triangular corners done in with fabric or pattern paper and that type of stuff. So I thought, well, I've done something like that recently, so why not challenge myself to kind of reimagine that style again? Sorry guys, throat's a little dry. So I'm using primarily for this layout the Chamel Little by Little collection, and I know people are probably wondering why I have not moved on to any of the newer collections that are out, and the reason for that is I actually don't have them yet. So I've got some stuff coming in the mail, but I mean, these are pretty recent. They only came out, what, like 2 months, 2.5 months ago at the most, I think. I don't know when they came out, but anyway, I don't like to I like to kind of really sink my teeth into my products before I move on to new stuff. That way I'm not having it, disappear in a cubby or a drawer somewhere and forgetting about it for a really long time. And I mean, I have mentioned it before, there might be things that I really like, but there's always new stuff coming along. Like, for instance, I really loved that feather paper. And I should mention that I don't actually have all of the collection. Originally, I only ordered certain things that I thought I would use, and then when I saw the other products in use, I realized how much I liked more of it. So I ended up very recently putting in an order to get a little bit more of the products, because why not? They match so much of the stuff that I'm doing. And I do apologize if I cough. I'm usually later in the evening, at nighttime, I find my throat gets a little kind of dry and kind of wheezy. So I tend to cough a little bit more than normal. So that's why I'm kind of talking a little quieter and whatnot too. I don't want to overexert my my voice and then end up just throwing a coughing fit instead of a voiceover. So anyway, I really love that that feather paper, and I only bought one. And I thought the other side was really cool with all those colors striped along one side, but I also know that I'm not the kind of person that really likes, like, I love the color blue that was with it, but I also know that that color blue is one that I would probably not end up using as a background piece. So I figured rather than not get to use those cute little stripes at all, I would cut them off and use them on this side with the feather paper. So that was my that was my reasoning. And I grabbed some 6x6 papers, and I wanted to grab ones that maybe weren't, that still brought in some of the colors from the papers, which were very light and airy feeling with the purple and the yellow. And so the papers I brought in, the first one is quite dark. It has black, it has blue and everything like that, but it also brings in some of the other colors. So it wasn't too dark, but there were certain papers in the 6x6 collection that that I knew wouldn't work with this, and those were the ones that were primary colors, like red, just red and blue and yellow and black and colors like that. I needed it to also have some of the purple, some of the pink, some of the lighter colors, so that it would all kind of work together. So I used the darker one first, and then the lighter one with the circles to I knew I knew when testing it that the lighter, uh, the lighter paper would work better on the outside, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The darker paper framed it better. I put those little strips of paper down just so I kind of knew around where some of the edges of the photo were. Just, I didn't have a pencil and I didn't want to mark in pen or anything like that. So that's why I did that. It was just kind of quick. That's a Shimmers paint. I don't remember which one it is. Oh wait, it's right here. It's called Sunny, but it's just called a Shimmers. So I don't know if it's a specific type, but it's liquidy on its own. You don't need to add water, but I added extra water onto it, so just so that it would spread better and not be really thick. And it's kind of shiny, and it was yellow, and it would have worked the same as using like a Heidi Swap color sign. It's just that I happen to have one of these. I don't have much of that that product line, so I just thought, why not add in some more mixed media, since I've been kind of on a mixed media kick. And then I used some tissue paper in the background too, and some of that was to just detract away from the amount of mixed media that was going on around the photo. And then it was also to kind of add in subtle texture, since right now the only thing going on is paper. And I don't plan on embellishing with, you know, a whole lot of fabric or different random textures. I did glue everything down because, of course, it was gluing on top of paint. And the glue that I ended up using, I will probably not use again for the same type of thing, because it warped the paper and it sat up weird and didn't stick down well. I just kind of grabbed it because I couldn't find like my Tombow or my glossy accents. And so I figured, well, I've got that. I don't even remember the brand. I've got that hanging around, so why not use it? And no, don't use it. Just because it's, you know, it kind of wrinkled up in a way I didn't really want it to. So anyway, I'm going through my ephemera right now. I have the Chasing Dreams ephemera and the Little by Little ephemera in the same pack together, which is usually how I store my ephemera packs. I usually store more than one collection together, and that's because if I didn't, I already have a ton of those boxes storing ephemera as it is. I could not imagine how many I would have if I only stored one collection per. So I usually either store similar ones, similar looking ones, maybe same company, that type of thing. In this case, I stored those two together because they came at the same time. So I knew, you know, if I was using a bit of one, I might end up using a bit of the other. So anyway, I loved that little lion face. It was perfect for kind of where I was going with this layout. Because I had this idea to use the title Born to Roam. And I do end up using that as the title, though I do, after embellishing, I did run into an issue where I really wasn't sure where to put a title or anything like that. So, or how to, really, because I didn't want to add more colors, more stickers, more anything like that into the layout. So that became a little bit of a tricky situation. So I grabbed a whole bunch of different pieces of ephemera and products and embellishments to work with for this one. And they're all kind of beside me. And they're from the new Pink Fresh Studio collections, Live More and Dream On. And then there is stuff from Chimel, Little by Little, Chimel Starshine. And then I had Amy Tangerine stuff. And this was from last year's summer collection or the year before. Last year's. I'm going to say last year's. And I thought it was called Oh Happy Life. And it was the one with the giraffes and there were owls and donuts and stuff like that. So I had a whole bunch of the rubber shapes left over. Um, and I found that the colors really worked well. They almost matched perfectly with what I was doing with this kind of not quite red, but not quite pink. It's almost a little bit of a maroon, and the yellow and the teal and a little bit of green and stuff like that. So I used up all of the rubber embellishments that I had left over from that collection. And I was actually really, really happy with myself for that. I don't I don't know why. I was just really happy to actually finish a package of embellishments and get to throw out the package and be like, okay, that's not in my stash anymore. So though I do struggle a lot with where I'm going to put items. I put this little puffy sticker from Dream On down with the tag, and it says beautiful day, but it had yellow around it, so it kind of blended into the mixed media. Up there at the top is one that says one step at a time, and that was from the Pink Fresh Studio ephemera pack. I think I mixed the two ephemera packs together. I think. So I don't exactly remember which one it's from, but I was like, oh, that's perfect because this is my youngest, and last year he wasn't old enough to walk uh, when it was summer because he was only born in October. So, I mean, he enjoyed the sun and stuff like that, but this year he absolutely adores going outside and walking around and getting on the trampoline, and he gets really mad um, if he wants to go out and I'm like, we can't go out today, or we're not going out because it's raining or something. I mean, he's at the door and he's getting his shoes for me to put them on, and he's cross and everything like that if I don't take him outside. So he doesn't like to come back in either. So I just thought this, like the Born to Roam and the lion and all that would be kind of perfect. And you know, it's decorated with flowers, but that really doesn't matter. You know, there's pink and purple in this, and that again, that really does not matter. It's all kind of the same. It's all kind of towards the same goal. It doesn't really matter that it's more feminine colors. I mean, he's wearing this cute kind of teal top, so it really matched well. And I did some filters, some photo filters and different things like that on my computer before I printed it out, just because the picture wasn't that great a quality, which is why it's printed small too. That's kind of one of the things I do if I don't have a good quality picture, is I will print it small, and sometimes I will alter the colors or add a filter to it to just kind of make it a bit more artsy. Because that today little flag was black and I had no other black in any other areas, that's why I added in some washi tape from the Little by Little sticker book. And then thin little washi, and that was from an older Amy Tangerine collection. But it matched really well, so I was really happy with how it turned out. This is pretty much the finished product except for the title, which is Born to Roam. And these are just some old stickers from my stash, but because they were white and they weren't really big or puffy or anything like that, I thought they went really well with just kind of blending in. I wanted it to be like one of those titles that you didn't immediately see. It kind of blended in. And the stars were also from the Chamel sticker sheet. And I am going to outline those in black later, off screen. I just decided to do it after I did my journaling because I just wanted to bring in a little bit more black as an accent. And I am going to put some baker's twine in that little journaling tag as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to use butter, Heidi Swap Color Shine, to add in some more mixed media, because heaven forbid I not do paint splatters. But I debated doing black ones, but I think the yellow works. So that's it. And the pictures are coming up. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So have an awesome day. Bye.